level 4. Somebody on my shoe. Somebody on drugs or something? Take it all with me. Gotta do the weight test. Get your little snacks, man. I eat this banana before I go out. But you don't know what level it is. But you don't know what level this is. You think it's a level 4? You're sadly mistaken. It's higher than that. And then a friend of mine made this plate. Both of these. The beautiful thing about being an inventor, you realize things aren't complicated, they're real simple. You want to play, man? Do you want to play, bye? I got me some, without sugar and anything, some red chili beef jerky. 19 grams of protein. Protein, bro. You can't have none of that. What about the business, boy? What's up there behind it? What's going on? We gotta get it right. We gotta get it up. I waited at 2:05 this morning, this AM. I went to sleep about 9:45. I was doing my best to stay up for our brother Westside's 5. I wanted to be up there for that one. And let me turn this down, excuse me. It's gonna do its thing here. Battery's going dead. I gotta change them out. Anyway, This is where I listen. This is where I get most of my music from, the YouTube library. I suggested them to correct the algorithms to make sure everything is what states to be background. This is background music, and they have clarity. To assist the people. It's their program. If they could watch people, have people watching, or have the AI to look at keywords, that means screening and functioning as that which Facebook used to do and all the other ones, like the foreign TikTok with the foreign influences, based on the agenda at hand. Go ahead and make sure that you clean up your, especially with channels that claim this, and it's in the YouTube library for background and creators, because some of my videos they put copyright strikes on. Now they want to share it, and I'm like, no, I've already researched all the music. It's not hard to do it either, people. So you would sit there and wonder, I guess people are in their feelings, which I don't care. Somebody asked me earlier, I was watching live, do you really be doing? I said, yes, I do. Whatever you want to call it. You want to call it magic, voodoo, I don't care about all that made up crap. That's not what it's called, but yes, I do. I'm aware one of the ones that assisted in poisoning me, that person's dead. Out of, I don't know, it was 6 of them or something like that. I'm sure every one of them will fall shoot. And then I'm coming back, you can't catch the snail, you can't bring them back. No, it's not how it works. It's not just because I low level believe, it's beyond that. I know some things. I'm not politically influenced. I'm not part of no political this, that, and I don't care. I'm not here to stop nothing, but you will not come against me. I don't give a fuck who you are. In your little fake little world that whoever created. No, you see the title. And I'm doing this because we're at that point, and I'm going to make a statement. And if you are not doing this, then you need to stand up and hold yourself accountable, because I will. I don't care who you are, what platform you have, what talking you're doing. I don't care. And if it's too hard to accept that, I can show you better than I can tell you. I don't care who you think you are in the midst of it all. My respect goes out to Pastor Dowell, because what he did with a Hebraic religion and ideology from books, scripted. Though he reads beyond that, and being ex-military, he pulled people together. And it didn't take a long time. He had the convenience and the way. And they brought themselves together and they built a community. But here we have these negros and negras, worthless with all these little platforms, who are blindly got the masses following. And they're not doing anything to allow them to subjugate themselves to their truth. They don't have no community. What do we need? Another goofy nature boy who becomes polluted by his own endeavors to mislead and misrepresent, to walk in the phonetics of his own desires? See, that's what it's not supposed to be about. That is not order. And minds are easily to cultivate and nurture in any direction. So we have people who want to do a lot of arguing. We Indian, we argue. Topcats, this one, Mo Sanchez, the earth is flat, blah, blah, blah. I was doing that long ago when he was a police officer, the other one was a CEO, and this, that, and the other. We don't need any more of that, because not one of them showing you parcels of land. We haven't heard from my boy Trauma Hawk. I know he's been very busy. Maybe he's taking a little vacation time with his family. Cool. But there are people we know who have land. I'm about ready to go down, be with Phoenix. Down in Phoenix Moon and Tucson, where I love being at. Not Phoenix so much because of the drug epidemic and certain individuals there right now. But I love my brother Westside and numerous other individuals I know down there. There's some brothers up here. Some of you know who you are. My brother has 27 acres. I go out there and set up a hot tent, man, and we get to digging and building and digging. I know how to build all kind of stuff. Well, we'll get 2-inch steel plates, build some under the ground, everything, and continue to go. See, the problem is we don't have people who are willing to go out and do something because you're apprehensive. Your fear is your own mongering, because you have become distilled in the perversions that run around you. You don't want to uplift. And so when I'm saying this, it's about every platform. Cure Meals in Costa Rica, I go down there, but I got to have my guns with me. Do I need them? Of course not. But I got to have them. Because see, let me tell you about the shorelines and how they work. If you want me to talk about the Philippines and a number of other places, the Andros Islands and this, that, and other, when war comes and these fictional governments, which are all one, in order for the sacrifices of life, this is what they do. We got See, we got these goopy terrorists running around over here, walking around with their gut and everything else, hired hitmen and killers by this fake U.S. foreign government who don't even know what they're doing. How many of y'all paid attention to the man? I was on the res when I shared the CIA officer that on his death belt. He's assassinated many of people. A lot of people ain't lift a gun or aim it at nobody, but because of the persuasion, like he said, the man stated, those with musical influence, the power of it. But here y'all are. I'm not about them. None of that nonsense. I just want you guys to come around and be family. And y'all can't even do that. But you sit there talking about, oh, we're going, and not y'all, a lot of y'all quiet now. You don't say nothing because you know I'll drag on you. We're going on the carnival. We make a cruise. Man, forget them cruises. For what? And some people have this etymology, this word phrase, this etymology of an influence of understanding. Etymology, that means a different way of expressing, like language expresses. Okay? Words, whether it be acronyms or nouns, pronouns, whatever, the acronym of any of them. All right? That's what I mean when I say that. You know, we give words power, people. Okay? And you'll sit there and be like, well, I had to have a good time. Imagine being with all your kinfolk, being able to sniff things out and see things different. Imagine that compared to a little $4,000 trip where that $4,000 can make somewhere that you could stand, have you some ammo, some food stored up, and also assisting in the building of a different foundation, even closer to Tartaria, to grasp the energy that's still here, the little that we can still tune into. See, y'all have a problem with it because you're still following people who do a lot of this. You know, when I was going boxing and everything, I was in the military, we didn't do a lot of that rah-rah, the hard hitters. We sit back and watch all the people and know, because see, the people that do a lot of that, those are the people who are throwing the least blows. Or they have some skill, but they're not really talented in their skill. So the ones of us, we sit back and watch and be like, he's the problem. He's going to stir these individuals up, but they don't see me and this one and that one sitting over here. And we'll keep our head down and our peripheral and our view on them. And I mean locked on them, all right? With no rattling, with no silver hair on our back. You walk and you don't even notice our eyes. So it's not the gorilla that leaps out or the rhino murking in the lake that you go swimming in, bucketed naked and taken to the bottom and then trampled on the ground and flipped and tossed around and crunched in those diabolical jaws. The problem is, or the guy who lost his arm to the gator, went out to pee behind a restaurant, so stupid. See, the thing is, a lot of people have a hard time because you want to emulate something that you're not supposed to be emulating. Instead of being who you're supposed to be, you follow these people, and then some of y'all support these people, and you're with no indifference because you believe you're tolerable in your ignorance and your stupor, and you don't like being called on your drastic. But look, I would say it's drastic what you're doing, but you don't want to be called on what it is you believe is your fundamental rights. It has not this reality about truth is not about a right. There's no label to it. We either are or we aren't. And if you're going to continue to run over these places and embark in these septic inaptitudes of low IQ and divinity of division and separation, then you need to stay there. Because I see a bunch of cowards, people who come over here too, and they respect the platform, but they're cowards because they don't know the truth. They don't know how to walk in it. And it's all humbug. My hat goes off to Pastor Dowell because I'm not going to do it by way of a religious contortion because you're brainwashed and delusional. I've already asked what is possible, and if I was to tell you that it was my 4,000 something odd acres in North Carolina, some of you are close by, you just come because you're close. That's how lazy you are, and I'll probably tell you to turn around and take your ass back off the land. I'll give you something to talk about with your dramatical selves. I'm going to read today, but I watched some videos, and I sat here and I said to myself, this is a perversion. I know these individuals must know what they're doing. There is no way they cannot know what they're doing. Male or female. Now, the next time I come on to talk about this, I'm going to name every one of them. And if you come over here and watch me, and you feel some kind of way, then I'm probably going to name you. Now, I'm going to dredge up the bottom depths. I'm going to dredge the water on the bottom depths so they can see all the crap And and listen, and the civilization is destroyed and now covered by the crap. I'm gonna share every one of your names. I'm gonna tag you and everything, and I dare you to say something. I'm gonna tear you, and I don't have to curse or none of that. I'm gonna tear you asunder. I'm gonna drag you like you've never been dragged before. And everybody that sees, they're gonna be emotional at first, but you better believe I'm not scripted nor gimmicky. I've lived this life. I have walked this life. Whether beaten or have to be silent every now and then. I've had enough. I'm gonna be reading late tonight. I'm pretty well rested. I'm still gonna go to slumber early. I just want to go shoot alone. I'm gonna record a little bit. I've had enough. I'm the only one that actually has a story to tell. The only one. It's not a burden either. I am the only one that has a story to tell. And everybody should know it. Everybody's running around, look, because they went to this one's page. I nurtured them because they heard me talking about it. And ever since then, everybody's talking about Tartaria. And that's not even how it's pronounced. That's my secret. It's not a secret, but it is. When you see people running around elusively in ignorance. Throwing the word around in the last year or two. And I've been talking about it how long, Snoo? Since I was in middle school, painting it up on the walls in elementary, initial Wayne, getting beat for saying the word Tartary, calling America the old world when I was 15. You're going to learn, every last one of you. See, because I didn't seek this worldly endeavor of, because I don't need it, representation or go and check Red, well, he's the one that informed me. I don't need nobody to say that. But I also don't need nobody to sit there running their mouths and lies. And some female, you was hitting me. I said, look, I'd like to have about 5 or 6 of you. But you know what? Something like you, I don't want no part of. What do you mean? I'm not into this monogamy. What would I need monogamy with an idiot for when I need other women to keep your dumb ass in check? Or maybe you need to keep this dumb ass in check. So that way y'all become the influential power that you really are, instead of walking around in the midst of dumbitude that you do. I don't bite my tongue. I'm 50-something and in better shape most 20 and 18 and fucking 30-year-olds. Excuse my French, but I mean it. Dang sure, I would say a better shape than the 80% of people my age. I got probably 90. And that's with back surgery and knee surgery, like for real. What is it? What is it that's going on? Why is it everything that's going on bad in this world is outside of everything discussed? Why is that nobody can pay attention to see things for what's really happening? Huh? They're really good guys, and they're not in the cities. And the few that are, they're quiet. In the suburbs, please, they're selfish. And they get up out of there. You know how many people have moved over here from the East Coast? Plenty. Not enough. Far from it. You can count it on one hand, well, 2 hands. Because they saw. And they were like, man, forget this. And the rest of y'all still sit there in your little deer stands in a place where there's no deers. How does that work? I'm going to fish in this lake that dried up 100 years ago. Like, what do you want to catch? Some beer tabs? Some car frames? There's this place in California, right? It's called Dead Man's Curve. Any of y'all ever heard about that? They made a movie about it. I went there. They got a road built on the other side of the mountain, but I walked down there and you could see all the vehicles. They even moved a lot, but you can still see a lot of vehicles down there. And it said that there's still skulls and bones and stuff that they just couldn't recover. There was a lot of cadaver dogs there. Satanists go down there and they literally cut themselves up and thorns and everything else to find old bones or skulls. Because you know they're nutcases. Why are y'all driving on Dead Man's Curve that's been blocked off as a road? Instead of walking that narrow lane of life. Why are y'all still following these people with these inaptitudes that are only, a lot of them don't even respond when you talk. So you're posting on the timeline, they look at it like, because they think they're bigger than you. They see that there's some people that leave the cities and they have this mentality that they're better than you. Is that what you want to follow? You see balance and order there? I don't see no situational awareness. I don't see no respect, no covenant mentality, no family or tribe concerns or care or love. And y'all still run over these places. I'm about ready to go down to Costa Rica, y'all. You know I got some relatives, so I probably won't be hard to find them now with everything that's transpired. I don't know where they at or whatever. And it's man. I know how to make rifles and rifle a barrel and build triggers. I know how to do a lot of stuff. I know what kind of sand. I know how to make pressure plates and this, that, and other. I know how to do a lot of things. In a short period of time. I know how to find ore on top of the ground. I know what wood burns the longest and the best. Okay? Okay? Is that my brother there? Is that my brother? Yo, what's up? That's our brother. His wife's Phoenix. I'm not gonna say their names. Y'all need to ask and find out right there. Indigo Flamethrower. That's one of our brothers from Philly. He's not in Philly. He's a smart man. Got up out of that cesspool of nonsense and stupidity. Okay? He was a Muslim. Been overseas. He's done a lot of things. He's got his children back in his life. His children. All right? Good brother. All right? All right, good. Somebody help him. So nobody's doing anything good. We have people who actually read books and they're learning. Do you know what that means, those who are learning instead of wanting to entertain everybody? They have something to give. I always say if you take somebody's God, make sure that you know what you're doing when you're doing that. If you are wielding that kind of power and people influence, you be careful because most of the time when you take them, you will set yourself up as one, not knowing what you're really capable of. That we're endowed with all the predecessors of that which signifies us to one, which we are not acting as one because we don't know how to move and negate together as one. That's right. That's why I was talking about Cali 216. He should have been mindful when he was doing that on his embarkment of daddy or whatever the smack he's going through. Respect and love the brother. But you need to know when you embark on something you think because of your influence, whether it be music or whatever, if you're not focused, you can be destructive. I always say with a purpose that if you're a Muslim or a Christian, you need to live it to its fullest because in itself, the truth is revealed. But if you're reckless and careful and stomping around, I'll say blah, 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 and all that nonsense, you're going to bite the bullet. You become sacrilege upon yourself. If you're making edicts created by the Ashkenazi, that should tell you a lot. then you realize that it's man who has no good representation of no other woman or man, but have set themselves up as a false liberator and that which would subjugate you. And ergo, that's how you know who the transformers are. They're all around. Masked, cloaked, costumed. And y'all believe that you're safe, huh? Somebody said, oh, you're the fourth. Well, you know, I accept that. I said I'm the third, but actually I am the fourth when you really look at it. If you go from the first to the... But I know my generational family on this land going back, all honesty, 14 generations. Exactly, 14. Not made up, not searching paperwork going, that's my people and my family, because a lot of people do that. That's my people right there, or that's mine because they see a name without no understanding of the relationship to the name, surname, or whatever it is. Are you worried that James was not a first name? Oh, that's right. I cannot hear you. Oh, empath, right? Oh, my apologies. You can't hear me. So I can accredit my name going very far back. Even to Jim. Old bow-leg Jim. Master Jim. That's Randy Jim over there. Albert Jim, how you doing, sir? You just don't get it still. And you're still following these people, and they're not giving you nothing. If you don't already know who you are, then what are they doing? Riling up a weak spirit in you? A false prediction on a sentiment of my desire? Because you desire something you have no control over? First of all, the majority of you aren't fighters. You don't know the war that's within you. So you make war upon yourself. Because you're incredulous. You don't have the knowledge, nor the know-how. And these people are not going to give it to you. So all they're going to do is stare at your little frolicking, angry ant in a box that can't get to the sand and be on the trail with the antennae to follow the other, to grab the leaves and the carcasses to take down to the... No, you're cut off in a box. And that's all you're following. Is that what you need? Are you gaining or ascertaining something from there? Are you able to see things? Somebody shared it, and I was like, somebody shared it. When I was telling people a long time ago, the stars look like water. Go get you not a fisheye lens and all the other crap created by these fake companies. A flat magnification lens. It's 100 times, 3 times, was it 3 times, 100, 3 times? Anyway, where you can look up at the star, and you will see that it doesn't look like some planet. It's not called a star. In our ancestral stories, what did we call it? We said that it was sentient, that it was alive. And there's one star that they never taught in school, that when I used to study the stars, I said there was one star that stood out, said the star was called the star of the hand of God. Somebody actually just posted it recently, and I'm like, look at that. So I made a remix, and I'm like, because I'm excited that someone else seen it. I don't know how the grapevine works. I know it works where it got around, because people, when I used to tell them, check out this story on this star that has a hand in it, and it was quickly struck and removed. If it's not real, why remove it? Do you know the purpose of fact checkers? It's to insert their nose in business, them foreigners, and something that has nothing to do with their business. And when I told somebody that was Hillary Clinton's cousin who worked for CNN, people said I was crazy. Then they turned around, they found that it was true. And they're like, well, I used to live in New York. How would you not know? They're all related. Every one of them. Even Will Smith is related to them tards. I just had to go to, I believe, the lowest on the totem pole. Chris Rock, Obama. See, when I say it's all vaudeville, and then there's people in this community who are part of that dynamic of influence, who will mislead and misrepresent and give you no real hope other than, what is beating your chest going to do? What is beating your chest going to do? Now I got people, okay, you look Indian, you pass the Spanish, and you all this. So we're still there in that box of crayon and confetti, huh? Like, be all right for once in your life. Stop holding on to the disease, the irrelevant comparison. Have more capacity than that. Hey, Matthew, what's going on? Hey, Snoo. Hey, Rondo, y'all just popped up. Surprising, for a long time, I still got to put my thumb on it. I would just like to see people actually get where they need to be instead of where they want to be. We all have these wants, but we never look at what we need. Have people that make an opportunity when people used to cry out, well, who's got some land? And when people got land and nobody wants to go and put their talents to work because I gotta go to work. I'm in this marriage. I got babies and everything. Don't you think that there were caring people around you that we would all make sure that we all are reared and nurtured together? I'm not talking about me and my land, come to my land and we're gonna do as I say. I'm talking about a conglomeration of thought and processes with minds and hearts. Souls, spirits, moving as one. I said what I needed to say. Shout y'all out, and I'm getting off of here going shoot, and I'll be back. Rondo, hey, they got you. You got it this time. The notifications was up. Or are you just paying attention? Mikey Hill, T. Hines, Snoo, Etta. Number love, everybody. Indigo Flamethrower, you already know, family. Matthew, I hope you're still here. Anyway, I want to say all respect and gratuity to those who have subscribed and joined the tribe. Let's get some more over here. I mean, 3,500, I know they've been messing with it. We could have been at that a month ago, 2 months ago. Some of you are very selfish. And I see the ones who share. But y'all are kind of like me, loners to yourselves. Stop being the loners and speak your voice. Snoo shares it, and I see the people in our community we grew up with, a lot of them are just ignorant. They're not going to respect it and come over and like it. Why? Because they're the controlled opposition. And I don't say that sadly or anything. It's just the way it is dynamically. And keep sharing it, hon. There are those who get it. Big Jurors comes on every once in a while. That's our brother Mike. Me and Snoo, we all grew up together. And a couple others come in here and they don't say nothing and they respect it. I'm waiting for Charles to go and check his Charles Corbin and a whole bunch of individuals. They're aware of who we are. And I told them to go and check their notifications. I don't know what's going on, brother Jaguar's son. He usually comes on and gives a shout out. And I love him, man. He's in Carolina, my family's home state. One of them. And he's liking or following idiots. And I don't like that. But the brother, he has his own mind. He's very intelligent and bright and smart. Nah, it's no name calling. No need. We know what they are. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen. And the books are all set up for us to read. I just got to go out. And I've got to go and release some stress. Today I'm what we call mag dumping. It means dumping the whole magazine. I don't like doing that. I like to make every shot count. But today I'm going to work on my bracing position to move and shoot. And that's about it. And transition. Appreciate y'all taking the time to listen. And I will record some. Will I upload it today or tomorrow? No, maybe in the latter of the week. You know, you don't want to hear that, Snoo. Get your ass over here. I already told you. Y'all know she's got a special place in my heart, right? All right, so be mindful. Anyway, a few of y'all do, but she definitely does. Anyway. Beloved sisters, to my brothers, as always,